I've been playing soccer and running all my life, and I enjoy lots of other active sports. I have 3 kids right now, so that keeps me very active. They're all into sports and love being outdoors, hiking and things like that. And about a year ago, my husband and I play on an indoor co-ed soccer team together. And we've been playing there for probably 5 years, and it's a great time. Anyways, about a year ago, I got injured while playing. It was a non-contact injury. I planted my foot, kind of classic ACL tear injury. Planted the foot, my knee hyperextended. So I got an MRI, showed the radiologist noted complete ACL tear, MCL shredded, and a meniscus tear. Conventional advice that I was being given was that I would need to do physical therapy and then have surgery on the knee to repair the ACL, which includes taking a piece from my own hamstring or patellar tendon and then having screws placed in to hold it in, and then lots of physical therapy after that to train the muscles and the new ACL to function properly. And at that time I was completely overwhelmed, but thought, hey, this is actually a big deal. I need surgery is going to take me out of my daily life and being able to do things with my kids for quite a significant period of time. The awesome thing about Dr. Desai is that he's also a trained radiologist, so he can read MRIs very, very well. And so on my MRI, whereas the radiologist who read my MRI originally and the other stem cell doctor that I met with said, this is a complete ACL tear, there's no bridge there. Dr. Desai, with his expertise, could see these few little strands possibly floating in there on my MRI. And he's also done a lot of his own research. So even though I didn't really have much of my own bridge in my knee from that ACL being completely torn, he was able to take fat cells and stem cells, put them in there. You just get them injected very precisely, and then the stem cells have a way to cross over that bridge and know what they're supposed to become, and then add the platelet-rich plasma in with that, and it's just super healing. And what I love about it is that everything that went back into my knee was from my own body. So they said, let's just go ahead with the PRP. Let's try just PRP in itself. They said, I think you can have good success with just the platelet-rich plasma. And I said, okay, let's try that. And so I came in, Dr. Desai did the PRP, and 8 weeks after that, I had an MRI, and it showed that my ACL had completely reattached and started to heal. And the MCL that was noted to be shredded on my first MRI was completely healed, and the bruises on the bones from when my bones slid forward and collided also showed drastic improvement. Also, I was feeling great. I had almost no pain in my knee at all. I was back to jogging and playing with my kids and not being afraid to walk around and go upstairs and things like that can be hard when you don't have an ACL. So the thing that it didn't show improvement with just the PRP was the meniscus tear. Apparently meniscus tears don't respond as well to platelet-rich plasma as the ACL and the MCL do. So he said, if it was just your ACL, we would leave it as it is, and you would continue to heal and probably make a complete recovery from just the PRP. But because you have this meniscus tear, let's go back in and put some stem cells, target the MCL with the stem cells, and then I'll also boost your ACL even more with that. So I came in and had PRP and stem cells put into the meniscus tear and also target the ACL for a second time. And after that procedure, almost no pain in my knee at all, almost immediately after. My orthopedic surgeon, when I told her that I was thinking about taking a different route and doing PRP and stem cells, that she was really supportive of that. And she made a comment that in about 7 to 10 years, she could see conventional medicine catching up with that idea and having stem cell and PRP being the way that we do repair knees. having the knowledge of tools like using PRP and stem cell or any type of regenerative medicine, and knowing that your body is capable of healing itself, and having the tools to be able to do that and the doctors with the knowledge to do that is really, really important. And I just love to share about that. One of my favorite things about going the route of regenerative medicine is that I was able to have an active recovery. I didn't have to sit in a straight brace or for 6 to 8 weeks, or be limited in my driving or walking even, or being available to my kids. 48 hours after the injections, I was able to get up and walk around and live my life pretty normally, minus the super active things that I was doing. And then I was able to slowly build up from walking to biking and jogging, and now other sports that I enjoy with my kids and with my husband. The MRI now shows that my MCL is completely healed, and also that my ACL is completely healed, and it's also tight, which is something we don't want, movement in the joint. That was something that my physical therapist was concerned for me about going this route. He said, will your joint ever be as tight as it was? And I've done several tests, several different types of tests, and they all show, including the pictures of my MRI, that my ACL is just as tight as the one on my left non-injured knee. I'm really excited that one of the benefits of regenerative medicine is that you don't have that. You don't have screws in your knees. I don't have other parts taken out that are going to cause arthritis in my joint later on. Also, I knowing about how platelet-rich plasma and stem cells can be so healing in soft tissue and joints. If I do have arthritis later on, now I know where to go.